Let's move towards you and Casey. So talk to me about your life on camera, or as a willing or unwilling participant. What's that like?
I'm unwilling. I don't know. I mean, what do you want to know?
I mean, do you prefer not to be, or you're like?
I prefer not to be.
Yeah. I'm in the frame. I'm not smiling. I don't want to be here.
I'm not into it.
Yeah.
I mean, when I know I'm in an episode, of course it's human nature to go and watch it and see what I looked like, and is that how I talk, and was it funny? I remember I said something. Was that funny? Did he edit it properly? And then to read the comments, but then I stop because I mean, the emails, I told you, this is difficult for me.
Yeah.
That's how I knew a long time ago I could never be an actress because I don't it's a complete insecurity. I don't like how I sound, I don't like how I look, I don't know if I'm doing things the right way, or, it's just not. The only thing I like about it is having a record of our lives, but then I hate that so does everybody. So it's hard. I mean, it's definitely been a big issue for us. But then it's what do you do when you love someone and something makes them so happy?
So you've been able to find some compromise?
We've been able to find some compromise.
And yet you're also at least internet famous for not giving a rip about anything. That's what I love about you.
That's the irony, isn't it? Is that I really don't care, but then the reaction is people react to it. And I've become this unwitting figure, and that's where Billy came from. What happened was, my business partner left me. I had to figure out how to run this business by myself. And she was the designer, I was not. So although I had input and ideas, all of a sudden I was the one that had to design jewelry. It was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. I had no idea what I was doing. And then things felt a little funny, this doesn't feel like this aesthetic of Finn with the girliness and the pink and it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm much more masculine. I'm much more brute force with my humor and with my cursing and with my drinking and with my smoking a cigarette with my coffee. And it was like this.
Yeah.
Now I could still design for Finn because it's my company, and I understood the brand and I understood the design and I knew what to do, so I did it. But I was never connected. I never felt connected. In fact, even the name, it wasn't, she had the name before we got together. She's I want to call it Finn. And I was okay, whatever. But then something happened when Casey started the vlog. Okay, so before the vlog, I wanted to quit Finn. I wanted to quit. It wasn't me. Still super successful, profitable company, and paid my employees, no debt, everything's great.
Were you gonna sell it?
I was considering what to do. Yeah. Was I gonna sell it? Was I gonna cut myself out and just hire someone to do the design and let it be its own thing?
Why not? Ralph Lauren does that.
Right, but just not be a part of it anymore. I considered maybe not working at all if I were to have a kid, which wasn't really an option. So then I was what is me? Well, all those things I said, that's me. And so I wanted to start this brand where it had one necklace that you bought, and it had one perfect cashmere sweater, and it had one perfect cashmere scarf, and the one perfect tote, and it was gonna go from there. And it was gonna be only online, and it was mine. No partners, nobody, it was my aesthetic, and I could connect to it. And the sweater was gonna be, because it was the only sweater you wanted to buy, $400. And the necklace was gonna be $3,200. And it was gonna be a really high-end, the basics kind of brand. So I'm in the works, and I developed the logo, and I was talking with cashmere factories, and I was talking with my jewelry factories about the necklace, and then these kids started to comment on Finn. Love your jewelry, wish I could afford it. Candace, you're a badass. I look up to you. And all of a sudden I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And I had a feedback. I had to talk about it, and Casey's like, you're nuts if you sell $400 cashmere sweaters. He's like, you have this audience, and give them what they want. And I was like, yeah, but I want to do really nice things. He's like, do nice things, but take it down a notch.
Yeah.
And so Billie changed a little bit. The logo didn't change, the premise didn't change, but it's now, because of Casey's vlog, and because of this audience that he has, and these girls that like are telling me, they're like asking me for something basically. Who am I to deny it?
Yeah.
Like, okay, girl, I got you. I hear you. You want a necklace you can afford? I will make you a silver necklace. And there's still people who say it's too expensive. What can I do? And like, if you can't afford champagne, then you can't afford champagne. But like, that's where Billie came from. So now there's this brand that's more me. And the funny thing is that after I spent so much time developing this new version of Billie, I was able to go back to Finn and be like, okay, this is my first baby. And I do love it, and I'm good at it. I'm good at designing for it, and let's keep going.
See, you walked away, you hit the reset, you refreshed, you got fresh eyes, and that's awesome advice.
Yeah.
That's great.
So now I've got 2 companies and 2 children, because Casey's my other child.